श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृते श्रीवासरंगपरकालमित्रयाप्तलक्ष्मात्मरक्षणेत्युगागमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपालदेशिकमुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः. So we will go through the 78th slokam. This slokam has got a small namas. Generally we used to have some 4 namas in the top line and the 4 namas in the bottom line, but this has got several names of Vishnu Sahasranamam. In fact, I can't resist narrating about the Vishnu Sahasranamam glories, the Vaibhava, the power. I mean, when a small boy is undergoing Upanayanam, when he is asked to do the Bhavati Bhikshandehi, he is just asked to narrate Bhavati Bhikshandehi as if he is going for alms to collect the rice from the street. As a brahmachari, he used to go to the whole street and pick up little bit of few grains of rice and hand it over to the mother to make prasadam for Perumal and then partake that food. So that was the usual practice. So here as a customary, on the Upanayanam day, the brahmachari is asked to say Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi. He does not know the meaning of that line, but he just narrates Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi, and the people who give understand the meaning. So they give the bhiksha, the rice. Similarly, when we recite Vishnu Sahasranamam, the names have been picked up by rishis. They're collected by rishis. They have glorified these names, and Bhishma only compiled them in 1008 names. However, there are very many names, and Vyasa has put it in Mahabharata. So, and it is in front of Lord Krishna. He was the witness to the whole Vishnu Sahasranama narration to Yudhishthira by Bhishma, and it is extremely powerful. The very fact of uttering this one name itself pleases the Lord. So have absolutely no doubt that it will not grant what you desire or fruits, what you want, whether it is Aishwaryam or the Sadgati. So what we want is an immediate result, of course, which is Aishwaryam, which is whatever that we are looking for in this world. That also can happen. So let's get into the sloka. Yeko naikasavakakkim yattat padamanuttamam lokabandhur lokanatho madhavo bhaktavatsalah yekaha. He is unique, he is matchless, he is unparalleled in all aspects. Yekaha, the one and only one. Naikaha, he who is not the only one. So look at the beautiful contradictory subsequent consecutive names. One is he is the only one. Second is he who is not one only. Saha, he who spreads jnanam, he who grows jnanam in us, he who passes the jnanam to us. Saha. Vaha, he who is Vaha means Vasik power, the one who resides. He is the one who dwells in everyone and in everything. Kaha, he who shines, he who is resplendent, he who is a splendor. Kim, Yenna, Kim, what? He who is sought after by his devotees. As who is he? What is he? Where is he? Like that. Or he whose praise is sung by his devotees. Yet means that which already exists. He has been there from time immemorial. He will be there forever, eternal, sanatana. Sanatana means eternal. He is Sanatana. Krishnam Dharmam Sanatana. That he who increases the kirti, the fame, the popularity, the pugal, the tejas, the vaibhavam of his devotees. Tat Padam Anuttamam. He is the supreme destination, supreme goal, supreme artham. We'll come to it soon. Loka Bandhu. He to whom everyone is bound, everything is bound because he is the support. Lokanataka. He is the master of the world. He is the master of the universe. He is the protector of the world. Lokanathan, Madhavan. He is the consort, divine consort of Lakshmi, Lakshmipati, Shriyapati. Madhavaha, the one who has Lakshmi in him, in his divine chest. Bhakta Vatsalaha, he who is a Parama Vatsalyam toward, who has Parama Vatsalyam towards the devotees, who is affectionate towards his devotees, like a cow towards its calf. That's the one-liner. Yeko naikatsa vakakkin yattat padamanuttamam lokabandhur lokanatho madhavo bhaktavatsalaha yekaha sayekaha. Upanishad says he is the one, only one, unparalleled, matchless, peerless. Vattar Mikkar Ilayaya Mamaya. Alvar says there is no one equal to you. What to talk about superior to you? One who is unique and matchless in all aspects. Sri Parasara Bhattar, the son of Kuratalvan, and the Shishya of Embar, and Embar is the Shishya of Ramanuja. So Sri Bhattar gives his interpretation. He gave the entire Vyakhyanam for the entire Vishnu Sahasranamam called Bhagavad Guna Darpana. Darpana means mirror, the mirror that reflects Bhagavad Kalyana Gunams. That's the 1008 names. Sri Parasara Bhattar gives his interpretation of this Nama Yekaha based on the root in Gatau, to go, with the addition of Kat par Unadi Sutra means one, chief, alone means Yekaha. So he who is present everywhere. When we have more than one, we say 2 Brahmanas, 3 Kshatriyas, 4 Vaishyas, 3 boys, 2 girls, like that. However, in the case of Bhagavan, there is no 2, it's only 1. There is no one else to compare to him. So he is Yekaha. Mutte Mahimni Sajatiya Samkhyeya Asambhavat Advaitam Gacchati iti Yekaha. Parasara Bhattar's actual words. It means with reference to the supreme greatness, supreme Vaibhavam, there is no one who can be compared with him. So he is called Yekaha. So even Rigvedam says, Dhyava Bhumi Janayan Deva Yekaha. He, the sole God, producing the earth and the heaven. In Bhagavatam it says, if it is true that Bhagavan, who is the Antaryami, who is the indweller of all the being and the residents of all Kalyana Gunams, if he is pleased with us, then let this Brahmin be relieved of his suffering. Bhagavatam says, if he is pleased with us and if he is the only one, let the Brahmin be relieved of his suffering. And he was relieved. Nammalvar mentions he is Oruvan. Arakkarai Urukkeda Vali Podindida Oruvane. Arakkare Urukkeda Vali Podindida Oruvane. Thiruvaimazhi 8.6.2. It says, Kadgal Shivandu Periyavagi Vayum Shivandu Kanindu. In that Pasuram, Thiruvaimazhi, he says, Vonshang Udayan, Vonshang Gadai Val Ariyan, Oruvan Adiyen Ullane. Oruvan Adiyen Ullane. That one, the only one, is inside me as the Antaryami, as the indweller. In the next verse, he says, Adiyen Ullan, Udan Ullan, Andattullan, Purattullan. What a beautiful line. Adiyen Ullan, he is there inside me. Adiyen ullan, udan ullan. He is there with me. He is there inside me, inside the Jivatma as the indweller. And he is there with me inside the Shariram, inside my body as the body itself. So he is there inside and everything and everyone, and so inside the Jivatma he is there as well as the inside the matter, the body. So Jnanam undumunda yenda ekamurtike, Tiruvaimali said. Jnanam undumunda, he is the one who swallowed the entire universe in dissolution, kept us all inside, protected us, and during the evolution he brought it back. Who is that? Yendai Ekamurtike, my father, my master, Ekamurti, the only one. Shankaracharya mentions the one being devoid of any distinction, such as Sajati, and he belongs to this Jati, he belongs to a different Jati. There is no concept of Sajati and Vijati and all this in this. Bhagavan is unique in not discriminating between the different members of the same species. We cannot say he is not like that, he is like that. If you know what is a cow, have you seen a goat, a slightly bigger than goat? You can compare with some jati and explain to the person. For Bhagavan we cannot compare. Sri Shankaracharya gives the support from Chandogya Upanishad. Ekameva Dvitiya. He is the one without a second. So Ekaha, that is Eko Naika Savakakki. Naikaha. Next is Naikaha. He is he who is not one only. So he is one in the previous Nama. In this Nama, not one only. Parasara Bhatta says he is one in the sense of being unique, in having everything in all in the universe as his body, as his possession, as his property, as his belonging. But he is not one only, since there are other things which are his glorious vibhuti, extension, kalyana guna. He is the antaryami of all that exists. He is not just there somewhere sitting. He is there in Paramapadam as Sri Vaikuntanathan. He is there as Vyuham as Kshirabdinathan. He is there as Vibhavam as the Avataram. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, Vamana, Parasurama, Rama, Balarama, Krishna, Hayagriva, Hamsha, very many avatars. And he has his glorious possessions of all that are of nature different from him. For example, when I say I'm not well, I'm not well, that means I as the Atma does not get sick. The Shariram that gets sick, my body that gets fever, that's not the Atma. But when I say I, it means the Sarira. When I say my body, my mind, my intellect, my hand, my phone, my sharir, my car, my house, all these are different from me, which is the Atma. So there are both the Atma is referred to as mine, and in previous case I am not well, that I refers to the Sharira. So at times the property is also referred to the owner, as the owner. So you get the point. Philosophically, my body does not belong to me, because I am the Atma having this Shariram as the shirt for this birth. However, when I am not well, I say I am not well. I never say my body is not well, even though we are supposed to say that if I am a yogi, jnani, parama yogi, then I should say somehow this Shariram is not cooperating with me. That is why for the Acharyas, they say when the Acharya is not well, they say no Shatrik Kondar. He has adorned, he has worn, W-O-R-N, he has worn the disease. Means he as the Atma has taken up the disease to get rid of his karma. So here Nantosti Mama Divyana Vibhutinam param tapa. Bhagavad Gita, 11th chapter, 40th slokam. Krishna says, O Arjuna, there is no end to the divine glories of mine. What I have stated to you is only a small part of my glories. Even Nammalvar Thiruvaimozhi, he says, Neerai, Nilanai, Thiyai, Kaalai, Neduvanai, Sheerar, Shudargal, Irandai, Shivanai, Ayananai. ஆறாம் பத்து ஒன்பதாம் திருமொழி ஒன்றாம் பாசுரம் 6.9.1 of திருவாய்மொழி. He says, நீராய், நிலனாய், தீயாய், காலாய், நெடுவானாய். You are the water, you are the earth, you are the fire, you are the air, the prana, you are the ether, the space, the sun, the moon, the Shivan, the Brahma. You are the Antaryami, the indweller of all of them. You become all of them. You entered into all of them. Tat sruštva tadanu pravishya tadevanu pravishate. Upanishad says, Tat sruštva, he creates and then he enters into it and he manifests in it. Since he is the Atma of all the Atmas, he has all of these Atmas as his body, as his Shariram. So he is not only one, he is also many. Sri Shankaracharya explains this Nama, he who is not one only, by attributing his many forms to his Maya. That's why he said, Mayaya Bahu Rupatva Naikaha. Such a beautiful manner, this Nama has to be contemplated. Then Vaha Kaha. Yeko Naikatsava Kakkin Sa. We have missed Sa. So Saha. Saha means one who spreads jnanam. So he gives jnanam during his avatar. He gives, he who spreads knowledge, he who is the final authority on knowledge, he who destroys all obstacles to his devotees to get jnanam, he who is easily accessible. And let me just narrate a story. It comes in Srimad Bhagavatam. There was a street vendor in Gokulam where Krishna was growing up. He was a little boy of say 5 years old, and there was a vendor, a lady, old lady, who was selling Nagapadam, Naval Padam, a small dark fruit which is quite good to taste. They used to sell in front of my school during those days. So that Naval Padam she was selling. So Krishna came rushing from his palace inside to that vendor. He stopped her. I want Naval Padam. I like. So she was mesmerized by the divine beauty of Lord Krishna. She immediately said, okay, those days there was no money, no GPay. So all that he can do is to do the barter. He needs to bring some material, grains or rice or whatever wheat, and hand over that rice to her. She will take some bit of rice and give back some fruits, what he wants. So Krishna went inside in the kitchen, it's a long corridor, and took in his small hands 2 handfuls of rice from the pot. His hand itself is so small, and when he picks up, some are dropped, and he keeps the hand behind his back, and he was running towards the entrance. On the way, Yashoda asked, hey, why you were playing outside? Why are you coming in? No, I came to drink water. Okay, go and play. So she was busy with something, she didn't notice his hand. And then Nandagopa caught him. Hey, come here. What are you doing? What's in your hand? No, nothing is in my hand. I just didn't want, as a mark of respect, I kept my hand behind. Respect to the father. He laughed. He said, you should not keep the hand behind for respect. When you grow up, I will teach you how to be respectful to the elders. Now go and play. So he came out to play, came out to the street. And on the way, he had already dropped a few rice because of all these answers, replies, anxieties. And then he opened his hand to that vendor. She gave some Navapadam, took the rice, 4 on this hand, 4 rice on the other hand, and gave some few Navapadam. Then she said, give me some more. He said, what else you want? No, I want moksha, the salvation, Sri Vaikunta Prapti. He said, what is that? I don't know. Don't tell lies, Krishna. I saw in your hand Shankha Chakra Mudra. Because he did not have Shankha Chakra on his shoulder, but it is shown on his palms. Krishna intentionally dropped these rice grains in the corridor in order to give this lady a chance to seek moksha by disclosing his paratattva, his supremacy. That is why Saha, he who gives jnanam to us. Otherwise, why should he bless us with this knowledge of some Vishnu Sahasranamam, of this opportunity to go online in spite of so many limitations that we have with regard to the time, with regard to the space. You are there somewhere, I am here, and from the comfort of our home, we get to know about him. He gives us that jnana, he who spreads jnanam to all of us if only we show a little inclination. Saha. So that's why he who is of the form to grant knowledge, Saha. Then Vaha Kaha. Vaha means the dweller, the one who resides. He is the one who resides. Parasara Bhatta gives from Vishnu Purana. Vasanti tatra bhutani bhutat manya khilatmani sacha bhutesva sesheshu vakarata tato mune. All beings, all jivatmas dwell in him, are housed in him, who himself is housed in all beings. That is Narayana ayati iti Narayana. He, one who is inside and outside of everything and everyone, one who houses everything and everyone in him. Both are right. That is why Antar Bahishchatat Sarva Vyapya Narayana Stitaha. All beings are residing in him, who himself is there in all beings and the inner soul of all. You get the point. So here he also dwells in all of them without exception. That is the meaning of the Vishnu Purana. O sage, he is signified by the letter Vaha. Vasanti tatra bhutani bhutat manya kilatmani akilatmani. The above slokam in Vishnu Purana occurs in the context where all the letters of the word Bhagavan is explained. Bhagavan. Bhaga means one who has jnanam, balam, aishwaryam, viryam, shakti, tejas. Swami Nammalwar refers to his being everywhere, always in his Thiruvaimazhi. Engum ulan kannan endra maganai kaayந்து இங்கு இல்லையா என்று இரண்யன் தூண் புடைப்ப அங்கு அப்பொழுதே அவன் வியத் தோன்றிய என் சிங்கப்பிரான் பெருமை ஆராயும் சீர்மைத்தே. எங்கும் உளன் Prahlada tells Hiranyakashipu. Engum ulan kannan. Kannan is there everywhere. Kannan means here the one who has red lotus eyes, beautiful eyes. He is there everywhere. Endra maganai kaayந்து. When the son said that, he was angered by that statement. Hiranyakashipu. Igillaya, is he not inside this pillar? Endru Hiranyan தூண் புடைப்ப, he broke that pillar. When he touched the pillar, when he broke the pillar, அங்கு அப்பொழுதே அவன் வியத் தோன்றிய என் சிங்கப்பிரான் பெருமை. My Shingapiran, my Narasimhan, the one who came out, burst out of that pillar then and there. That is why our Acharya said, when Prahlada said he is there in everywhere, immediately Narasimha appeared in all the pillars in Hiranyakashipu's palace and in the whole universe probably. So, but he broke only the one pillar from which Narasimha came. However, he is there in all the pillars still. That is why Swami Vedanta Desika says, Stuna Pitamahya Bhut. The Stuna Pitamahi. We always say Stambam, Kambam for in Sanskrit for the pillar. Here he says Tuna, Tun. And Tun is the feminine gender. So, Pitamahi. So the stone, the pillar has become my party. Because our father is the Lord, Narasimha, who is born out of the pillar. So the pillar is my party, Vedanta Desika says. So here also, he is there everywhere. It talks about Parandatan Paravayul Neer Thorum Parandulan, Paranda Andamidana Nilavishum Bodivara, Karanchilidan Thorum, Idam Tigal Porul Thorum, Karandengum Parandulan, Ivayunda Karane, Thiruvaimazhi. He is present in every atom, every particle in the cool waters that are widely distributed everywhere in the world. He permeates everything and everywhere in the land and in the space, in all the universes. He is present in the minutest of minutest things. Also in the Atma of everything and everyone. He who swallowed all these things and kept them in his stomach during the Mahapralaya. He is present in everything without their even knowing that. Without our knowledge, he is present in everything and everyone. We don't have to know that he is there, but he is there. Whether he is a Nastika, or whether he is a atheist, or whether he is a believer, whether he is a pseudo like me, he is there, everything and everyone. He is there. So, Kaha, he who shines, he who is invoked or praised through the words by the devotees. Kaha, Deepti, Kanti, Gatishu. That is Kaha. Parasara Bhatta says, even though he resides even in things that are dirty, but he is not affected by the dirtiest beings. If he is there inside a mosquito, inside the cockroach, or inside me, even though Bhagavan is the Antaryami in everything, including those that are impure, sinful, papi, their impurity or papam do not affect him, or his luster, or his tejas in any way. Vastra, Abharana, Vapusha, Vacha. Because people like us whose appearance is dependent on the clothes that we wear. Adai Padi, Al Padi. I wear in a decent dress with a sweet talk, the way I talk, the way I behave, the way I dress, if I pose, people will think that I am a gentleman. I may not be. Inside I may be the rascal. But people believe by what you project. But he is not like that. He shines, he is a tejas, he is present everywhere. He enlightens everything. He makes everything shine. That is why he shines the sun. He shines the moon. That's why he is Kaha. At an individual level, we see that when a living being has got tejas, splendor, shines, because he is there as the indweller. The moment you contemplate every day, for example, every day, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, you just say Ram, 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 Ram. Think of Rama in front of you, in your eyes, and recite Ram, Ram, Ram. Think of him in your heart and recite Ram, Ram. 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or just 108 times. Count. Do that for 3 months or 1 month. You, without your knowledge, without looking into the mirror, people would say, you are glowing these days. Anything? What happened? What cream are you applying? He shines through you, because when you think, no evil. When you talk, no evil. When you hear, no evil. When you see, no evil. You think of him in everything and everyone. You would not fathom striking the person, because you see Almighty in him. So your goodness spreads, positive vibes spreads. That's why when the Acharya is there, that's why in the temple the vibes matter. You feel pious, peaceful. So when the soul leaves the body, slowly the body becomes colorless. The luster is gone. That is why he was there inside the soul giving shine. The whole universe shines because he is present everything and everyone. illuminating all of them. So Kaha. Then comes the next one. There are very many names, so it takes time. Sorry to delay a little bit. Kim. Kim means what? Yenna. 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 The person who is a jnani, the person who knows everything, the person who understands that he is there in everything and everyone, unlike us who just talks but does not understand. The jnani would say, even if I understand everything and everyone, he is there, I am unable to describe him. How can I tell? What can I tell about him? What glories he has? They use the word what? How can I do that? But the person who does not believe in him, the one who is an atheist, or the one who is like us, who believes but unable to accept, digest, like that. So we say, the atheist will say, where is he? What is he? Tell me. I cannot accept. He is there. But everyone is asking what? Everyone wants to know whether he is there or is not there. What is he? What are his qualities? What is he made of? However, Yanna means to him, whose questions are asked by the seekers of truth. Where is he? What is he? Who is he? And the one who does not believe also asks the seeker, where is he? Who is he? What is he? Why are you talking all these things? So it is when we are able to understand him from the limited knowledge with the finite tools that we possess, he becomes perishable. All that we can understand with our limited five senses or our intellect, he means he is finite. That is why Veda says, Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha, where the words and the mind cannot reach, he is there. He is beyond comprehension. He is unfathomable. But the one who says, I have understood him, has not understood him. One who says, even after understanding him, I am not able to understand him, is the one who has understood him. So that is Kim. Then Yat. Here Yat is yet another nice name. He who takes efforts, that which already exists, that from which everything in this universe came. Yat. Parasara Bhatta gives the interpretation of the root Yat, means to attempt, to strive. Tesham rakshayai yatate iti yat. He who takes all efforts for the protection of his devotees. He quotes the words of Bhagavan, Parasara Bhatta. Krishna Krishneti Krishneti Yoma Smarati Nityashaha Jalam Bitva Yata Padmam Narakat Uddaramyaham. Whoever remembers me and always repeats the name Krishna, 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 I lift him up from Narakam, from the hell, just as one takes the lotus flower free from the muddy waters by brushing aside the waters. Krishna Krishneti Krishneti Yomam Smarati Nityasaha Jalam Bitva Yata Padmam Narakat Uddaramyaham. So, Aham Smarami Madbhaktam Nayami Paramam Gati. Varaha Charama Slokam. Lord Varaha Nainar, Lord Varaha Perumal tells Bhumi Pirati that if a person remembers me when he is in the right senses and surrenders to me, when he has got his mind, intellect, body in control, when he says I surrender to you unconditionally with an unflinching faith, I will remember when he lies down like a log of wood in the final moments, when he is stinky, when he is having foul smell. Even the relatives, the spouse does not want to go near him because he is on his deathbed. I remember my devotee. Aham Smarami Mad Bhaktam. I remember my Bhaktam. And I will Nayami Paramam Gatim. I will take him to my supreme abode by myself. Even if the devotee who has surrendered is in his final state is unable to think of me, Bhagavan thinks of him and takes him to his abode. That's the beauty of the Lord. Such a Vatsalya. Tat Padam Anuttama. He who increases the jnana, he who increases the popularity, the fame, the glory of his devotees. Tat Padam Anuttamam. Tat means one who increases the jnana of his devotee. So, here in our Sankalpam for many religious texts, we say Hari Om Tat, Sri Govinda Govinda Govinda. Bhagavad Ramanuja explains that the Gita Slokam 7.25. He says Taditi Anabhisandhya Sandhaya Palam Yajna Tapakriyaha. Bhagavad Ramanuja says whatever acts such as the study of Vedas or Yagam or austerities, tapas or Dhanam or gift or mantra japam, whatever that is done without aiming at results by those devotees, seeking only for his preeti, for his pleasure, tat, referring to Brahman, because he is pleased by my actions. So that is why Sri Ramanuja interprets that tat referring to Brahman, or the means of attaining Brahman, such as doing Nama Japam, study of Vedas, study of Sutrams, Sri Suktis, or VISHNU SAHASRANAMAM, whatever. While Sri Shankaracharya's Vyakhyanam is that this Nama is treated again as Sarva Nama, the term standing for Brahman. Such a beautiful manner the Acharyas talk about. Padam Anuttamam. Padam Anuttamam. So here, final goal. See, when I was studying the final 10th standard, or those days it was 11th standard, my father said, you do your 11th standard very well. You get into the good university. That's all. Once you get a good mark, you get into the good university, life is made. So I struggled so hard and I got the nice mark. I got into the good university. I went to BITS Pilani. When I went to BITS Pilani, the first day the professor said, whatever mark you did in the school and you got into it is now immaterial. Next 5 years, those days 5 years of engineering, next 5 years is going to be a struggle. This is where you have to make it. Now target, when you hit the goal post is shifted. They change the goal post. Now you have to get the goal to another goal post. Next 5 years was, you can imagine. So finish the university, come out, then look for a job. And then they say, once you get into the job, life made, get good money, get married, children, happy, enjoy working, great company, finish, life is made. Once you enter into the company, they say sales target, achievement, performance. You have only met expectation. You have not exceeded expectation. Then they say global recession, fired. And the other side, marriage and children, yet another story, which I don't want to talk about. So the target keeps changing. So the Shishya went to the Guru. Guruji, every time they deceive me saying that this is the final, and it is not yet final. Which is, tell me the final. What is the target? What is the goal? And that is this Padam Anuttama, supreme goal. The Parama Purushartham, the ultimate target beyond which there is nothing else to be accomplished or attained, is Him, the unexcelled protector of us. His Tiruvadi, Sri Vaikuntha, Moksha. But you say, but I have to finish my life. I have to take care of my family. I have to earn money. Porulilarku ivvulagam arulilarku avvulagam. If there is no material vitamin M, which is money, there is no way that we can survive. How can I take care of myself, my parents, my spouse, my children, and for me also to get some wealth for the generations. What do? Simple. You are in a job, you are a student, you are a householder, whatever that you are doing, everything is Sriman Narayana Prityartha. That's why Krishna tells Arjuna, you don't have to give up fighting. It is your duty to fight. You have been enforced into this battle. Don't say, my cousin, my uncle, how can I kill them? Don't give up. Just pick up your bow, start fighting. Don't bother about the result. Do your best, give a best shot. Whether you achieve, whether you will get what you want, is just put your best shot. What comes, accept. The best shot is a service to God. When you see everything and everyone as Him, when you see that you are doing your work as a service to the Almighty because of the intellect He has blessed us with, because of the jnanam, discriminatory power, the vivekam that He has blessed us with, it's a disservice to God if you do not utilize it to the maximum. If I just say, I will just do Nama Sankirtanam, be lazily sitting at home, somebody feed me. If you can do that, then it's fine, but you cannot. You have to continue to do what you are doing, take care of your family, take care of yourself, do what you are asked to do as a householder, as a student, as a whatever role that you are doing, and as a service to God, with a detachment. Then you will not get disappointed. Because when a person gets into the joint entrance exam, gets into IIT, thinks, yay, I made it. Once he is into the IIT, terrible pressure, peer pressure, stress. He jumps from the top floor, commits suicide. Because he thought he is a great guy, but he is failing in the exam. He is unable to take the pressure. So he commits suicide because his target was to get into IIT. Now after that, he is clueless. But if you think the target is to please Him, to please the Lord as a service, and these are only the milestones, the destination is something else. Don't get carried away by the milestones. Go look for it. It's not that I'm saying don't have ambition, don't have it. It's not that. You can have ambitions, you can accomplish, but the expectations, if it is not met, you say, this is Bhagavad Anugraha, this is Bhagavad Sankalpa. Let me move on with what I am doing. It is not so important to do what you like to do as to begin to like what you have to do. So, you would have wanted to become something else. I would have wanted to become the Prime Minister, but I become a Chabrasi, someone else. But never mind, continue. This is what I am made to. I will give my best shot. Anyway, long story short, the Padam Anuttamam. So, Bhatta's Vyakhyanam is Tesham Parama Prapyatvat. He is the supreme goal for everyone, for his devotees. In Thiruvaimazhi, he says, Volikonda Chodiyai Ullattu Kollum Avar Kandir. Nammalvar declares that Bhagavan is the supreme, unexcelled Rakshaka. Padam Anuttamam. So, Lokabandhu, Lokanatho, Madhavo, Bhaktavatsalaha. I think it is better we do it next week. Adiyan. Dhanyosmi. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha.